You know, I've tried to make this video a few times already today, and I just keep messing it up. So maybe that's what this video is about, is it's okay to kind of not be, to do some kind of wonderful, perfect video, and maybe it's just something that's kind of funny, and just to kind of say, it's okay. I know for me, I took a course a couple of years ago, and it was a little over a year long. And one of the things that they said is scrappy is the new perfect. And I took that on as a way of being, because at that time they said, the man who ran the entire program, he says, go ahead and make a perfect video. And I thought, I can't make a perfect video. I've never made a video. And I'm an introvert. So, getting myself out there and speaking to you as I do is a challenge for me each and every time. But he said, make a perfect video. And he says, you know what? Instead, just do it. Know that scrappy is the new perfect. And I thought, I can do scrappy. I can do something that's good enough. I can do something that's at my, doing the best I can with what I have in the moment, and knowing that I'm going to continue to grow and change and gain, greater abilities to do what it is I do. And in that, then I have, the same kind of, I don't know, compassion for other people, or maybe another way of looking at someone else and going, yeah, they're doing what it is they can do the very best way they know how. And some people seem to do everything just wonderfully, and other people are struggling. And boy, I struggle too. I just kind of keep on doing these things because I know that I'm enough, really, at the very core of things. I know that I can do enough. I know that what I offer you is coming from the many years of my experience as a life coach, as a writer, as an artist, as someone who's been through a lot of trauma, as someone who's been through a lot of physical traumas, like a whole bunch of car accidents. I've been through, mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, even spiritual abuse. I've been through a lot of that stuff. And a lot of what I do is to come back to this place within the very best of me to really say yes to who I am. And knowing full well that whoever is standing in front of me, whoever I'm speaking to right now, is going through some of the same things. Or they know somebody in their family who's gone through some of the same things. Or maybe their loved one has moved on and they're dealing with the loss of a loved one. Maybe they've lost an member of their animal family. Maybe they've lost their job. Maybe their job is in peril. Maybe their children are challenged with whatever things happen with kids as they're growing up. We all have stuff going on. But we don't have to be perfect. In fact, knowing that we're not perfect and kind of takes the edge off. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to do anything. We just do the best we can with what we have, and know that we're all in this together. We're kind of like this grand puzzle, this great big huge jigsaw puzzle. Everybody's different shapes and sizes and colors and different ways of being. Me, I was having a conversation with someone I knew the other day, and I said, I have all these things about me. I'm kind of like a gypsy soul, being an artist and a writer and some of the things that I do. And I said, unless you are like me, it's hard for you to understand that you're like me. But I think that's where compassion comes in. That's where we come together and say, oh my goodness, that's just interesting. I'd like to know more. Say, ask questions of that person to find out who they are and what they're about. What's going on? What's going on with them? What's going on with you? Maybe you're more interested in what it is and what's going on with me. And if you're interested in more of what I do is I offer like I have an email list that I put people on, and I never tell anybody who else is on that list, so that your identity is saved and it's not advertised to anyone. I never sell it to anyone else, of course. But what I do is I put out an email about, every couple of weeks. And it's what I call a life-giving email. And I attach a photo. Most of the time, they're my photos. Sometimes it's someone else's photos. It's a stock photo that applies to the message that I'm giving. But I'd love to have you join me And I just send it out, and then I keep you tuned in to what it is I'm doing with some of the events that I'm creating and the workshops I'm doing. And but it's not just a sales thing where I'm just going to keep slamming you with all kinds of sales gimmicks and things like that. It's really something that's kind of down to earth, good energy that will, hopefully, you'll find will benefit you in your life. I've got a lot of people in my on my group, and no one has left yet, so that's a good thing. And I've been doing it for a couple of years, so come and join me. And the way you do this is just come to my website, and there'll be a drop-down box, and you put your name in there and your email address, and I'll add you to the list, and then you can start receiving the information I send to you. And a lot of time it's what I write or what I send to you in these videos, and I put it in writing. Because some people do better when they read whatever it is. Some people do better when they listen or they watch a video and they hear it, and they resonate with it better. So I try to do both. And so they're posted on Facebook, and they're also posted on YouTube. So I just invite you to be more of part of my life, and that's the way I do this. I don't do personal interviews with people so much anymore because I'm writing a brand new book. It's my 9th book. And I'm doing all these new workshops and events that I'm creating. So that's where all my energy is going right now. So I'd love to be of support to you in that way. If you'd like to join me, please do. And just check on, I'll have the my website listed here above this video. So just join me in my imperfections and join me in my scrappiness and the fact that I just try to do the best I can because I know that you do. And when we come from that place, then we have greater compassion for each other. When we come from that place, we have a greater understanding that everyone's really just trying to do the best they can. And sometimes things go awry, and there are situations that happen in the world, but we just hold the highest and best for those places. We send them love. We do what we can to be of support, and know that this is a way that we continue to be helpful people and helpful and loving in the way we do when we send grace, when we send kindness, and when we extend that out energetically from the heart of who we are out to everyone in our vicinity. And it touches lives that we will never know. It touches people's, as I know there's been so many times that I have been around someone and, oh my goodness, what it is they said, or just a smile they gave me, or just a kindness changed my day. And I remember them. Sometimes those are things I remember forevermore is a connection that I had with someone. Some of those people are people I love, people I'm still connected with. And sometimes it's just a passing stranger who's kind, and I'm just touched by the elegance of their kindness, of the grace they extended to me. And I hope to do the same as well. So I just send you lots of love. You know, and as Grandma always said, she said, love you bunches. It always meant a lot to me. And so I extend that to you too. So bye for now.